Breaking news, topographic maps and how to read them. Alright, so let's get cracking. Topographic maps. This is a topographic map, a visual representation of elevation in an area. And elevation is just the natural rise and fall of the Earth's surface. Yes, you can think mountains and hills, but just look out on the horizon one day and notice the normal rising and falling of the Earth. Okay, since this is a map, you do have some key things you need to look for. Look for your compass rose. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. Look for a key, look for a scale, and pay close attention to contour lines. Okay, so you're asking yourself, contour lines? What's a contour line? These guys right here are contour lines. They very much resemble isobars from the Weather and Climate Unit, but they're not. These are contour lines. They show changes in elevation on a topographic map, and the distances between one contour line and the next shows you how steep the land is. When they're close together like we have up here, that means that it's really steep, and since this is a map of a shield volcano, you'd expect that that's probably the rising area of a volcano. But then, if they're farther apart like these right here, this is just a more gradual incline, so it is increasing in elevation, but at a much slower rate. Okay, and if you look right here, this is your scale. And remember, all a scale is it lets you know that like an inch on your map actually represents this many miles or this many kilometers. That way you can measure your distance on the map as well. So if we zoom in on a topographic map and look closer at the contour lines, you'll notice that they had numbers on them. Okay, these are called intervals, and we use these intervals to determine the elevation of a specific area of the map. So this area right here with the 800 lets us know that that's 800. And let's just say this is kilometers, okay? So that area is 800 kilometers. This area is 700 kilometers. But I want to know what it is right here. So it's really easy. All you need to do is count up how many lines you have between 700 and 800. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lines. You're going from 700 to 800. So 800 minus 700 gives us 100, and we need to cover 100 kilometers in 5 bits, okay? 100 divided by 5 gives us 20. So we're looking at 720 here, 740, which is what I was looking for, and then just so you know, you'd have 760, 780, and then we're up to 800. Make sure you understand this because this will come up again on a quiz or test in the near future. Super quick review from 7th grade. Weathering, erosion, deposition. Write this down on your own, guys. Just know that weathering's breaking it down, erosion's moving it, deposition is depositing it into another location. Let's review this on your own. Okay, so let's apply that weathering, erosion, deposition to this map. It's okay that you don't know what some of these words are. I'm not even going to explain all of them today, okay? So if we find the 1, there's my dot for 1, that's a hill. Okay, and you can see that we've got that steady incline right there to form us a hill. Okay, at this next dot by 8, okay, this is our cliff. Okay, and you'll notice that the contour lines right here, they start connecting. That leads you to believe that there's a sheer drop off right there. Okay, if you look at 2, here's our color for 2. This is our valley. We know that if we're looking at 2 little mountains or hills, this spot right here is going to be the valley. So that's what you're looking at right here. There's your valley, there's your steep hill beside it, okay? And then if you can imagine right here for 6, that's what we call a draw. Just think, it's increasing right here. It's increasing at a quicker rate right there, but it's stuck in between these 2 areas here. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more, okay? Okay, the last thing we're going to talk about before we run out of time is the satellite images. So if you look here at number 1, okay, that didn't work, sorry. Let's try it again. If you look here at number 1, that's our topographic map, and number 2, this is our satellite image. So take a second and compare these. We're going to be doing a lot of work with this in class. Okay, we've got right here, this little spot right here where it's getting, you can see that it's increasing a lot in its steepness, and we've got that right here as well, okay? Just take a look, just take a second and try to just familiarize yourself with this. I know I went really quick. Make sure you get all the text written. Make sure you get all the pictures written. If you can take pictures and print them off, that would be great. And we'll go over this some more in class. Thanks, guys, and that's it.